Well, coming up on today's show, we are getting prepared for winter, whether it's your car or your home. And believe me, we look at several aspects on today's show. If that car of yours needs to get ready for winter, well, we've got the place that you can take it, like here at Tilton's Automotive. Or if it's got a crack in the windshield, we stop by Safelite Glass to learn out whether you should get it fixed or get it replaced. And in terms of your home, well, what if the power goes out this winter? Are you ready with a generator? We can show you that as well on today's show. There's a lot straight ahead. Stay with us. You don't want to miss 1 minute. When you have a small chip or crack or need a windshield replaced in your car, well, those are things that should be taken care of before the winter months. We talked to Chad Alfman, who told us why from Safelite Auto Glass. Well, Chad, good to have you and Safelite Auto Glass on the show.
Thank you.
You know, Safelite's a Columbus company, right?
Yes, it is. We are based here in Columbus. We are a national brand, but we are headquartered here in the city. We also have 2 of our national contact centers based here in the city.
Well, you know, Auto Glass, and this is a show about getting your car and your house ready for winter, and that's what we're talking about today. And, of course, your Auto Glass is one of those things that you should be concerned with, right?
Absolutely.
If I have damage to Auto Glass, what's my course? What's my course of action? What do I do?
You want to get it fixed as soon as possible. Typically, if the damage is under the size of a dollar bill, in many cases we can repair that versus replacing it. In the event that it is over the size of a dollar bill, we can also set that up with a replacement as well.
Is there any dangers with winter ice coming on and you have a crack or you have damage to your windshield? Yes,
if you have a small chip in your windshield and you go out one morning and it's in the teens or 20 degrees, the first thing you're going to do is start your car, turn your defroster on. That rapid temperature change can actually cause that small break to turn into a large crack.
Yeah. You know, I got to tell you a personal story. I had a truck that had a small chip in it, and I didn't even turn on a defroster. I came out one morning, and literally from the snow being on the windshield, it cracked.
Right. A lot of that's due to the rapid change in temperature.
Yeah. I'm sure a question on a lot of people's mind is how strong, how good is that repair?
Good as new from a strength standpoint. When we do our patented glass healer resin that we use, we actually inject that down into the damage area and cure it up to a hard state. Once that's done, the windshield is essentially as strong as it was before the rock hit it.
Yeah. Now, do you come out to people's homes or business and take care of it?
We do. In many cases, we can come to their home, work, any place that they choose.
And how much in advance do you need, or how much time do you need the vehicle for?
A repair is about 30 minutes.
So if I have my windshield repaired and then I find that I don't like it or it's not what I thought it would be, you guys will actually replace the whole window, right?
Absolutely. In that case, our warranty states that you'll be satisfied with the repair. No questions asked. If you don't like the repair, we can set you up with a replacement and credit the money back you paid for the repair towards the replacement. And something like that typically takes an hour and a half to 2 hours and can be done again at your work or at any of our shop facilities.
Well, then how do we learn more information about Safelite Auto Glass?
You can either go online to the website at safelite.com or you give any of our local branches a call.
Of course, as we move into those winter months, that roof of yours should be a concern. We got some great tips from Ross Apeldoorn about how you can make sure that your roof is ready for this winter. Let's talk a little bit about some of the problems. And I know damming is one of them, that you can have ice damming.
Yeah, so without a doubt, the number one challenge that we deal with in the winter is ice damming. So ice damming or simply building up of ice in the gutters. You know, beyond the ice building up in the gutters, when it actually backs up under the shingles, that's when you start to get water in the house. And we deal with that a ton every single winter. There are a few things you can do to prevent ice dams from forming. So the number one thing, obviously, is you want to make sure your gutters are cleaned out, your downspouts are not clogged, so that whatever water's in the gutters can drain out and it doesn't freeze and form the ice. But really beyond that, the number one thing you can do to prevent ice damming is to have adequate ventilation as part of your roofing system. So whenever we install a roof, one of the main things that we look at is, do we have not only the ridge vent that everybody sees up on the roof that they expect the roofer to take care of, but in addition to that, we have to look at the intake ventilation. So we have to be bringing fresh air in at the bottom of the roof and then exhausting the hot air out at the top of the roof. we might poke our head in the attic and see that there are baffles installed so that the insulation is not blocking those intake vents.
If I've already got a roof installed, is this something that I should look at? Have you guys come out and look at? What should I do on that?
Certainly, all of the above. So the average homeowner can certainly pop their head up into their attic, and what they're going to want to look for is, in a dark attic, they should be able to see daylight. So they should be able to see daylight up at the top of the roof where the ridge vent is, or whatever type of venting is on the roof. But in addition to that, at the very bottom of the roof, they should be able to see daylight coming in those soffit vents, those intake vents. And if that's not in place, by the way, it can certainly be retrofitted. So there are various types of insulation baffles that can be put into place, and we can certainly go through and cut in new intake vents to let that fresh air into the attic.
Well, great information. Give us some information how we can get a hold of Fiesel Roofing to get that free inspection, or call you guys.
Of course. So you can go to our website at fieselinc.com, or you can call 614-QUALITY.
Sounds good. Hey, Ross, great information. Once again, thank you so much. Well, with those winter months bearing down on us now, of course, one of the most important things is getting that car ready for those winter months and to make sure that everything's going to be fine to get you through those cold, snowy days. We talked to Andy Tilton at Tilton's Automotive to learn how you can put your car in tip-top shape. Those snowy days are coming that we regret seeing.
Inevitably,
but
yes.
they're ahead. What are some tips that people should look out for as far as getting their car ready for winter?
The best tip that I can give a client is to be aware of what's going on with your automobile. If it doesn't feel right, there might be something wrong. If you go out and you try to start your car and it cranks a little slower than it did before, that might be a problem. Use your senses. Walk around your car once a week. Take a look at the tires. Do they look like they're full? Don't be embarrassed to come to a facility like ours and say, hey, I think I need some air in the tires. We're happy to help, and that will keep you from having a problem on the road. So just keep alert.
What are you seeing of some of the failure items with cold weather that kind of goes with that?
Cold weather batteries are probably top of the game there. Just a failure that your car might start one day and not the next, and you can't get to school, you can't get to work. So be proactive. If your battery's 4 years old or older, it's time to replace it before it doesn't help you get to where you want to be.
I think one of the things that people get a little confused about whether they should warm up their car or not in the morning. We've heard it adds additional wear to the engine, things like that. What do you say?
I disagree. I would not be a proponent of warming up your cars. Today's automobile is really made very, very well. The lubricants that we use in transmissions, that we use in the engines, can really put up with any kind of abuse that you put towards a car, whether it's warming it up or just starting it up and driving it off. It's really done very, very well from the manufacturer, and as long as you're keeping it maintained, then you should never have a problem.
I know there's a lot of garages out there specialize in certain things. What about you?
Sure, we all makes and models. We believe that nobody has all Audis in their driveway or all Fords in their driveway. They have a smattering of each one. So we're very fortunate in the respect that our talent that we have at Tilton's Automotive, we can work on all makes and models.
Well, Andy, where do we find you at and get more information?
6661 Huntley Road, our new facility, 16,000 square feet of automotive repair, open 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock Monday through Friday. We have a Gahanna location at 171 North High Street, and it is open the same hours. Love to see you.
Oh, great information. Andy, I got to tell you, man, good seeing you again, and this is definitely a place to bring your car if you need some service. Thank you.
If it's happening in Central Ohio, it's on our event page. ONAColumbus.com will give you detailed information on everything: arts, entertainment, education, sports, theater, and more. Go to ONAColumbus.com now and click on ONA Events.
Residential generators are becoming a necessity in today's homes. Settle Muter has all kinds of options to fit your needs. Michael Hyde from Settle Muter told us how they can take you from concept to completion and even take care of your maintenance. So, Michael, what does it mean to be Kohler's only platinum dealer here in Central Ohio?
Well, it helps get our name out there, but it also means that we're taking the time and the resources to get our guys trained. And that means that when we come out to represent the Kohler product, you're going to get the best.
Well, let's talk about the Kohler generators. Why do people need these?
Well, I equate it to just like having air conditioning. You remember about 30 years ago, not every house had an air conditioner. Now try to find one that doesn't. Generators are kind of being the same way. With the amount of the way the storms have been and the power grid, it's just becoming a natural thing that everybody gets a generator. It helps, protect your property, protects food. Insurance companies are starting to get on board with starting to give rebates to homeowners because basically it's saving them. People have finished basements and they don't want it flooded, and basically just overall security.
Well, how easy is it to get one?
Extremely. You can either go on our website at settlemuter.com, or you can go on the Kohler website and look up Platinum Dealers, and we're there. And basically you call us, we schedule you for a free estimate. And what makes us a little unique, I think, is we do it right on the spot. I print it right out of the truck. So that day when I show up how much you're going to be paying for your generator.
Do you service them?
Yes. So we're a turnkey operator. That means we come, we do the install, we bring it all, we go to zoning meetings, and then we're also your warranty provider, and we do maintenance. Homeowners as a whole, regardless of what generator they have, should be looking at getting it maintained once a year.
Once again, how can we find out more information?
Best way is to go to our website at Settle, S-E-T-T-L-E, Muter, M-U-T-E-R.com. Call us at 614-866-7554, extension 270, or you can actually call my cell number at 614-205-3019, which I answer 24/7, or again, look up at the Kohler website and look under Platinum Dealers for the Ohio area.
Well, those cold mornings will be upon us very soon, and you want the options that's going to take care of you in those cold winter months. Everything from remote starters to heated seats to keeping that carpet clean. And we learned all about those options that you can add to your car right here at Auto Additions from Josh Paulson. This is our annual show we do about getting your car and your home ready for the winter months, and this is a place that can really take care of you. I know on the high list is no one likes to go out and get in a cold car, so a remote starter makes a lot of sense, right?
Absolutely. Especially these brutal winters we've been having. Start your car up, wait about 15 or 20 minutes, go on outside, have your heat already turned up, get into a nice warm vehicle for sure.
I think one of the things that maybe people may question is the security of your car once you use a remote start. Put their mind at ease.
Absolutely. All remote starts are security functional. Meaning if someone were to somehow get into your vehicle, if the key's not in the ignition and they hit the brake, it's going to shut the car down. So when you have a remote start, you remote start it, you go out, you put your key into the ignition, and you drive away. Security proof.
Yeah, that sounds great. And the thing about these remote starts is there's a lot of options now, right? You can use a smartphone. There's ways that you can do a lot of things, right?
Absolutely. We have basic remote starts. We've got two-way remote starts. So if you're up to a mile away, and then now even the smartphone remote starts so that you can be unlimited range.
It had leather interior and don't get heated seats, or they got cloth and they don't have heated seats. They may think, well, I just don't have them. And that's not true, right?
Absolutely. Whether you have cloth seats, whether you have heated or leather seats, we can put heat onto any of those. So if your car doesn't have heated seats, it doesn't take much for us to add a couple heating pads to the bottom of the seat, also the back of the seat, a nice high-low switch, and boom, you can do one seat, you can do both front seats, you can even do the back seats.
This is something that I think bugs everybody. You get the snow and you get the ice and the rain and your car, and it ends up all over your carpet. You've got a solution for that.
Absolutely. WeatherTech floor mats, floor liners. We have a WeatherTech mat. This comes in black, tan, or gray, and each one of these are custom made for every vehicle. So this actually is for a Sonata, but you can see the lip that goes all the way around so that when snow, ice, water starts to build up dirt, all you do is you take it out, dump it, wash it off, put it right back in.
Give us some information as to how we can contact you.
You can obviously go to our website, autoadditions.net. Our phone number is 614-899-9100. You can look us up on Facebook anyway.
Well, look at this beautiful home, and this kitchen has been completely redone by Winkleman Designs. This is just a fraction of what they did on this Clintonville home, and they principally work in the Clintonville area. We had an opportunity to talk to Leo about how he does the designs and brings his own crews in to do beautiful work like this. Let's talk a little bit about what your company does.
Well, we're a remodeling company specializing strictly in residential work, and we take existing homes and redo them and try and bring things into the home that the client has either wanted to do for years or maybe hasn't even thought of.
Yeah, and a lot of this is your own design, correct?
Yes, I do all the design work and the estimating and work with the clients on that, and then I have a crew that does our work.
Yeah. I got to tell you, coming to this home today that you did remodeling, it is just incredible. Tell us a little bit about some of what went into this home.
Well, we added a 2-story addition. We tore off an old porch that was here, and we tried to make the addition seamless with the rest of the house. And so we expanded the kitchen, and then upstairs we added a master suite where we expanded an existing small bedroom and added a master bathroom and a walk-in closet. And then there's also a sitting room on the other side of this kitchen.
Yeah. What's some of the biggest challenges in remodeling some of these older homes?
Well, it's part of it is keeping the floors and the ceiling seamless, so that when you get done, the addition looks like it's always been here and that it's an integral part of the home. We try to make it sure that all the architectural details match, that the trim matches, and so forth. And so, just working with an existing home is always a challenge. You never know what you're going to find when you open up the walls.
Leo, how do we get more information? How do we contact you?
Easiest thing to do is to phone us. It's 614-402-2062. Also, email is great, winklemandesign@gmail.com. And our website is winklemandesign.com. I come out personally and talk to you. When you get us, you get us. When you hire us, you get us. My foreman, Chris Johnson, does all the work. We have our own crews. And so I do all the design work. So that's the easiest way to get a hold of us.
Sounds fantastic. Great information, Leo. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Stay up to date with Out and About Columbus by visiting our Facebook page to see upcoming shows, behind-the-scenes content, and even giveaways to some of our favorite places that we visit. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus.
Well, winter is up on us, and whether you're looking for another car to get you through the winter months or you want a free maintenance inspection on that car you have, we can get that done for you today. We talked to John Rader from Rader Car Company, and he gave us some real good ideas about what you can do to get your car ready for the winter. A lot of people, they may have a car that they don't think they can make it through the winter with, and coming up to Rader Car Company may be the solution, right?
It's definitely a good solution to protect yourself, because what we're offering now is a free winter inspection where we're going to check your tires, we're going to test your battery, we're going to check your antifreeze, we're going to check your tires, and also check your windshield wiper blades. Don't get stuck in the cold.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything worse than being broke down alongside the road when there's snow on the ground and it's about 15 or 20 degrees out.
And it costs you absolutely nothing. All you have to do is call in, schedule your appointment, let us help you.
Well, what about if I find out the car that I'm driving isn't really what I want, or I want to trade up? What can you do for us there?
You could come in and pick out a car. I have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, you name it, we have it. We have a car for anybody and everyone.
What do you find in the most popular car for families now? Is it the SUV?
I'd have to say SUV or minivan.
Well, let's talk about financing. I know that's an issue for some folks. Maybe your credit may have a few marks, scuffs, whatever. You can take care of that, right?
That's one of the best things about Rader Car Company. Absolutely. Anybody who walks through this door is approved. I have in-house financing. I have 23 different lenders if you can go through a bank. But if you can't, we can carry it in the house.
So if people want to come out, see your cars, or make an appointment to have that free maintenance inspection, how we get a hold of you?
Or you can either call in at the 614-888-3111, or you go to our website, RaderCarCo.com, or you could just come to 1429 Schrock Road.
And how far in advance should you make an appointment if you want to get that free maintenance check?
A day. I mean, I could probably do it in hours, but, just call in, schedule your appointment, make sure you're not waiting around, and it should take 15 minutes or less.
Yeah. I saw a lady from the east side to come out here just to get that done.
And I just ran that ad yesterday, so it works.
Yeah. Fantastic. John, thanks so much for being on the show. Good to see you again. Well, one of the things you shouldn't overlook with the winter months upon us is your garage door, whether that spring breaks so the door's not going up right, or whether you even need a new opener. We talked to Precision Door Service and learned more about how you can do some preventive maintenance and make sure that garage door is going to hold up through the winter months. For people who have not seen you guys before, what kind of services do you provide?
Well, we provide maintenance, repair, and replacement for residential garage doors and openers in around the Columbus area.
What are some of the problems that you see people having in cold weather with the garage door opener?
I would say probably the number one thing is making sure that the bottom seal on the bottom of the door is flush with the ground. This is really going to help you keep all that cold air out of your garage. We also recommend a general maintenance package every year, so making sure that your door is properly balanced. This is going to help your door and your opener work smoothly, also keeping everything lubricated. This also allows for a smooth operation.
Yeah. You know, one of the things I've had experience with, and has been bad experience, is that big spring over the garage door will break.
Yes, absolutely. Sometimes in the really cold weather, springs will break if they're getting old. It's a really common repair that we have to do, so we're always able to come out and get that taken care of for you.
And what's someone going to experience if that spring has broke?
Well, first off, there can be a really loud noise. Often when springs break, it sounds like a big bang. And then usually the number one thing that we notice is if you're trying to open your door, maybe you're pressing your wall button and it's not coming up all the way, usually that's an indication that your spring is broken because the weight is too much for the opener to open it.
Yeah. And it's one of those things you don't want to try to replace yourself, right?
Absolutely not. It's really dangerous. We always recommend a professional to do that for you. Don't mess with your springs. It can be bad.
I've heard the force can literally kill you.
Yes, it absolutely can. So if you think that it's a broken spring, leave your door alone. We'll come out. We'll take care of it for you.
Well, Jenna, how do we get a hold of you for some of that extraordinary service you provide?
You can reach us anytime, day or night, at 614-294-5190. You can also check out our website, precisiondoorcolumbus.com.
Fantastic, Jenna. Thanks so much. That's a number worth well writing down if you got a garage door.
Well, winter is just around the corner. It's time to start thinking about heating our homes, and Buckeye Stoves has many heating options for you to keep your home toasty this winter. Lorraine told me more about several options that Buckeye Stoves offers, as well as their chimney sweep services. Well, Lorraine, it is so toasty and warm in here. Tell us what Buckeye Stoves does.
Well, we actually sell about 20 brands of alternative heating, and we've been here 16 years, and I'll tell you, we have awesome customers, anywhere from a pellet stove to gas or wood or even electric. We even do that as well, but any kind of stove you can think of as far as alternative heating.
The popularity of wood-burning stoves and pellet stoves has really grown to heat people's homes. Why is that?
Well, you know, what we're seeing is maybe a trend that went back clear to like the 70s and 80s. We're noticing that a lot of folks that maybe have cut wood are going with pellet stoves. It's a growing trend. I would say that maybe the sales on both of those are equal, but a lot of people want that security of alternative heating.
Now, you also do chimney sweeping, correct?
Absolutely. That is a huge part of our business, especially in the summer and springtime. I mean, we do it all year round, but we are certified chimney sweeps, and I'll tell you, we don't just run a brush. We always tell people we don't just run a brush. We go the extra mile. We'll replace the rope seal on the door, and we just make sure everything's safe for the winter time.
Well, what about those folks who perhaps have a wood-burning fireplace and want to have gas? Do you do that?
We do. A great alternative for an open fireplace, because in our area, we do have a lot of folks that have the older homes with open fireplaces. Gas inserts are big right now as well. You can actually plug the hole. We say you can put that gas fireplace in there and insert and just heat your home that way, and it's an easy way if you don't want to cut wood or get pellets.
Tell us where we can find you and how we can find out more information. Perhaps we would like to get one of these great wood-burning stoves, or even have a chimney sweeping service done in our home.
Yes, we're actually on State Route 95 in Fredericktown, Ohio, and we're proud to be here in the rural area. It's real easy to find us because we are in a state route, and you can also check us out on the web at buckeyestoves.com and come in and see our showroom. It's normally pretty warm in here, so we invite everybody to come in.
Do you enjoy the local music scene? Then visit the featured music page on onacolumbus.com for interviews and information on some of Columbus's best musical acts.
Well, do you know what to look for in your basement in case you're having problems with those walls? Well, on today's show, we're going to talk to Scott Senup. He's from EverDry, and he told us what to look for and how to get your basement ready for winter. One of the things that I think we ought to establish is what exactly does EverDry do, and how long have you been in business?
We've been in business for over 30 years. We do foundation repairs, structural repairs, waterproofing of basements.
Yeah, and you guys even have a patented system for doing that, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's been something that we've been doing now, like I said, for over 30 years, where we do exterior and interior work at the same time.
What should they do to prepare their basement for winter?
Well, a few things. The downspouts, the gutters, make sure the gutters are clear of any leaves, debris. Your downspouts, make sure they're extended away from the house. And one thing that not many people think of is where the discharge line exits the house, there's a plug sometimes on there that so it doesn't freeze at the street or plows don't block up the discharge at the street. Maybe run an extension out from that discharge line.
What should people look for if they do have problems in there? I mean, there's some signs, isn't there?
Yes, we call them signs of moisture. We look for things like white powder, peeling paint, maybe cracking on the walls, or like mold and mildew. Because even if that stuff's going on, you don't necessarily need water down there today to have any type of problems.
So what's the solution from EverDry? How do we fix it?
Well, one of the things we do, we'll come out and evaluate the basement to see what needs to be done, because there's multiple ways to fix it. Sometimes it requires work on the outside, sometimes the inside. If it requires both, what we would do is excavate the outside by hand, repair the walls, the cracks, put a drainage system in, as well as the inside, put a drainage system in with a pump system, with a ventilation system that would actually take care of all that.
So Scott, how do we reach you to get a free inspection of our property?
Well, a couple ways. One, the easiest way to do is just call us at 614-850-5600, or you can set up an inspection through our website, through everdrycolumbus.com.
I assume there's some information on your website that tells you about this, right?
Absolutely.
Well, we all love to have clean homes, but who has all that time to clean themselves? Now you don't have to. You've got maids. John told me more about the services they provide, as well as their eco-friendly cleaning options. So John, you're one of the owners at You've Got Maids. What can someone expect when they have you come out to clean their home?
Well, we'll come out and we'll give an in-home estimate. We'll base our estimate on the size of your house, how many bedrooms, bathrooms, how big your kitchen is, and the general state of how clean you normally keep your home. So every estimate is custom generated so that we can charge you the right amount.
And so I understand there's always an owner with the crew, is that correct?
Upon first contact, you will either have me or my business partner, Brian Murphy, come out, and we will be with you through the entire way. So we'll come out, we'll give you an estimate. If you buy our services, we'll come out with your team the first time, introduce you to your team, and then we will be your one point of contact for anything that you need from that point forward.
So I understand you offer a deep cleaning service as well as weekly or bi-monthly services, correct?
Yes, we offer weekly, every other week, and we do offer deep clean service, which sometimes we call that a spring clean. The deep clean is the maids are actually getting down on their hands and knees. They're washing the baseboards. They're wiping down any wood cabinets. They're washing door jambs, cabinet handles, inside and out of your oven, as opposed to the general clean, which is a more regular reoccurring maintenance. We usually do that after doing a deep clean. And that can be weekly or every other week.
So you're an eco-friendly company, which I love that, because a lot of people don't want harsh chemicals in their homes.
Yeah, that's correct. Our default standard products that we use to clean your home are all eco-friendly. We do have other cleaning agents that customers can request for us to bring in, but most of our cleans are done with eco-friendly products.
Well, how can we find out more information?
And our website is northcolumbus.you'vegotmaids.com, or you can call us 614-844-MAID, and you can talk to one of the owners directly.